Kevin, thank you. Gordon.
David, he is the total package. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got Jaylen Brown. Hayward out there with Jackson. Then it's Kareem. And it's Irving in at the 1. And for the Raptors, Chris Middleton is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Luka Doncic. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
James Harden, who's checked in for the Timberwolves. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Irving. Middleton finds Holiday. 5 on the clock. Raptors need to get a shot to the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Boy, excellent recognition from Fox there. Outstanding at recognizing when his guys are open.
Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Harden against Embiid. Jackson passes to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Man, it's fun watching Harden use the pick and roll to his advantage, getting space off the screen and letting it fly with ease.
Up top, Doncic. He's covered by Brown.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And Kevin, everybody's dissected Luka's offensive game, trying to find that weakness, and I'm just here to tell you, I don't think he has it.
Harden the pass to Abdul-Jabbar, and the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Love how aggressive Harden is in the pick and roll. Exceptional at shooting and passing after getting the screen.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Middleton dishes to Doncic. Embiid kicks to Doncic. The wide open look here for Holiday. And again, Toronto no up. And the play of Doncic drawing comparisons to so many all-time greats. But Craig, the one that stood out to me, they said he's a combination of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. What do you think?
And it just makes sense. With his passing and shooting, you throw in the step-back game of James Harden, you start to see why he has become such a problem for this league.
Jackson kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Shaq. No good off the back of the rim. Raptors trail by 6. Trying to end the drought, and it's good on the way in.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Harden surveying the D. Passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Harden the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Jackson has the open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not. Sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Siakam is checked in for Embiid. So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Isaac's checked in for the Timberwolves. Doncic against Brown. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. 6 on the shot clock. Fox kicks to Isaac. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Doncic passes to Middleton. Down low. And it's Shaq missing.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
Harden against Doncic. Harden outside. The pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Harden has a wide open look. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic kicks to Holiday. Driving to the basket. Double team on Holiday. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer.
At the arc, Doncic can seem unstoppable. You've got to guard him closely out there. You can't give him any space or he'll hurt you.
Outside, Fox. On the wing, Isaac. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Doncic passes to Siakam. And Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
There's 48 seconds left in the first. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by O'Neal.
How about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a three-point game. The kick out to Brown. Isaac outside. To the right side. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Isaac trying to break free. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
Nobody does it better than Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the paint. Magical. Length, size, touch. Unguardable inside.
Holiday, the pass to O'Neal. The three for Doncic. No good on that one. And that does it for the... First quarter. Timberwolves ahead of 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And a bit of a lull. In the play, Joel Embiid. He sees the need.
I think I need to,
And certainly. Embiid has shown he can dominate.
MVP level talent. He's just got to bring it every time down the floor.
Kyrie Irving.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Irving. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Bane in at the small forward spot. Outside Irving. Clark, you had excellent handles for a front court player. How much of a benefit is it for a big man to be comfortable with the dribble, with the ball in his hands?
I think it's so valuable. And now it's a dozen to a dozen big guys can put it on the ground. I mean, it used to be 2 out of a dozen guys you'd see 6, 8 or better that could really handle the ball in my day. But now it's commonplace, and it's a valuable skill. My late dad, emphasized that from the time I started playing organized basketball. Make sure you can go with the ball where you want to against pressure. If you can do that, then you'll always add value to your team as a big guy.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Pascal Siakam was the most improved player in 2019. He says, I love that I cannot be able to do something, but if I put in a lot of hours doing it, I can become good at it. The former 27th pick overall said, not to sound arrogant, but I saw this coming. Guys, he bet on himself.
He did. He was smart. He certainly put in the work. DA, thank you. O'Neal's checked in for the Raptors. And a change for the Timberwolves. Jackson's checked in. And Toronto. Making a change. Siakam's checked in. To the middle. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Embiid, what a show of force right there, going hard at the rim for the dunk.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone more confident than Embiid.
He's got plenty of confidence, and he's a funny guy, too, extremely entertaining. He said, the mindset I get when I'm on the floor is that I'm the best player in the gym. Much of the time, he ain't wrong.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
A terrific defender, and Jackson, one of those guys with great timing when he goes for the shot block and not afraid to send a message as well.
On the wing, Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
Shooting for Minnesota, Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review it. detail of what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Green, the pass to Embiid. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Embiid's got 9.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out.
Jackson Jr.
It looks like they're putting it together right now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Embiid. The drive by Green.
And there's Draymond playing his...
And it looks like, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. And triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The Raptors making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Minnesota.
Yeah, defensively, this is a mismatch. No contest. Jabbar with his length at the rim, forget about it.
Siakam passes to Whiteside. Siakam kicks to Whiteside. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Halliburton outside to the inside. Bane fires from deep. Cans it from downtown. Bane's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Timberwolves passing it around. Pocket 6. Halliburton right side. Now the Raptors moving it up. Anunoby with it. Guarded now by Irving. Thibault kicks to Green. Here's Whiteside. Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
Massive wingspan of Abdul-Jabbar. Impressive. Kareem easily swatting away shots.
5 to shoot. Siakam passes to Anunoby. Halliburton on the wing. And a missed layup. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right. the rim. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Nick Nurse. Coach, the efficiency wasn't there in the first half. What adjustments do you need to make?
I thought we got pretty good shots, you know, and if we're not going to score, it makes getting our defense set up difficult. So you got to keep shooting them. Hopefully we start making some of them.
You can't score until you shoot, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. At one point, they were ahead by 8 points. An excellent second quarter from these guys, and they lead by 10 at the half. And Shaq, what do you think about what we saw from Minnesota?
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight, and who knows, it might...
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the...
And happy you could join. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Really an incredible game from Kareem. Abdul-Jabbar.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got Doncic. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in at the 2. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. You know, great thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him. We know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Ways to get back into it, but they've got some time.
The tendency can be to really rush or push the game. They need to avoid that.
And they double up Embiid. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
The kick out to Fox. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Embiid's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
It's Fox with the drive.
Yeah, I love how Fox uses that wiry frame of his. He's eel-like in his ability to get to spots he wants to get to. He's always under control despite playing at a high rate of speed.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Fox goes in, feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Abdul-Jabbar's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And O'Neal, clearly one of the biggest human beings you'll ever see. A mammoth of a man. About 1/7 of a ton. And yet, unstoppable.
a slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Doncic finds Holiday. Pass to Embiid. Raptors moving the ball around. Back to Holiday. Here's Doncic. Embiid trying to break loose. Here's O'Neal. Tries again, and he sinks the layup. O'Neal's got 7.
Boy, a dominant big man is O'Neal. Superb control inside. This dude will feast on the interior.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Minnesota calls timeout. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization. And make their mark. Not just with the jersey on. Suit on. Guys,
thank you, David.
Second team foul.
Doncic against Brown. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, that's a tough pass to make there. He had a very narrow gap to squeeze it through and just couldn't get it done.
And Fox gets it to go.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Siakam kicks to Doncic. In the corner, O'Neal with it. Back to Doncic. Pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. Out to Doncic. And a little luck that time, but it drops. He has 5.
Doncic is such a confident player. He knows he can fire off the catch whenever he wants to.
And you know you're special when you're drafted 3rd and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic is. just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right, because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations.
44 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Raptors trail by 16. Inside, here's O'Neal. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. O'Neal's got 9 points.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Fox against Howard. And Fox gets it to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half. Hello, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring.
Hey, bump the move. How about the finish? That's right, fella. Bang that thing.
A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for Minnesota. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Harden out there with Fox. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Kareem, and it's Brown into the three, the small forward. They get it back. Here's Anunoby. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Green against Halliburton. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Siakam against Halliburton.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Nailed from three-point land.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
And this has to fire Green up. Whenever he dunks it like that, it gets the whole team energized.
Snatched up. The kick out to Irving. The second chance effort. To Isaac. With the drive, just 4 to shoot. Bane inside the three-point line. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Back to Anunoby. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. Jackson passes to Isaac. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. And that'll be his third foul. So far. Some changes for Toronto. Drew Holiday is checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Draymond Green. Minnesota also making some changes. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Desmond Bane. James Harden comes in for Halliburton. And it's Fox in for Irving. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Fox. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's 17 points for De'Aaron Fox. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Minnesota?
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Fox passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Kicks to Harden. High post shot. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Jackson, he's... checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Takes the three. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Anunoby.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Harden kicks to Jackson. And another three for Minnesota.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Embiid dishes to Doncic. The pass to Anunoby. He feeds it to Embiid, and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Fox, good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Man, he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, boy, he's fun to watch.
Doncic, no good. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's Brown. Oh, and he jams it right over Pascal Siakam. Wow!
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
The drive by Doncic. Here's Siakam. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. Fox is double to the left wing. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Boy, it's so much fun seeing Brown drop the hammer. Just an amazing dunker who bashes the basket.
Doncic feeling it out. Anunoby in the corner. Siakam outside. Down low. Embiid. And the rejection by Jackson. Brown the pass to Jackson. No good on the shot. Now Toronto takes it the other way.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Minnesota.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And the technical free throw is good. And Harden really looks like he's been having fun out there.
I would agree with that, Kevin, and he says he's the same way off the court, too. I don't know him off the court, but he says he loves meeting new people. I don't have any trouble believing that. He enjoys engaging with kids, and certainly the bright tennis shoes are part of everybody's NBA attire now, but he wears it as an expression of his personality.
Out left to the wing. Here's Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Toronto. Shaq comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Middleton subbed in for Anunoby. Here's Harden.
It's always awesome to watch Harden do his thing. I mean, he's so good with the ball. Fantastic at going straight into the contact on his drive. Excellent.
And both free throws good for James Harden. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic bounce pass. And Middleton kicks to Doncic. Can they get it? Good. He hits the jump shot.
Boy, Doncic so crafty and good at using screens and being effective in screening situations. He's a true scorer and playmaker.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance. All the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, James. Congrats on the win. Looked like you guys really had a lot of...
All right, David, thank you.
Protect the feelings of the folk that wouldn't do for mind to back when it's the pacifist. Must pacifist sometimes to bring a balance back and back. We go to acting. Folk be fake mad, folk be fake rich, folk be fake woke, folk be fake lit. Got my dough on the rise, and my soul on the side. Got my dough on the rise, and my soul on the side. Don't go chasing